1220.com.
The views and opinions expressed on this program are the views of the host and guests and not necessarily those of KTLV radio station. Any products endorsed on this program do not represent an endorsement by KTLV radio, its staff, or management.
Good morning, Oklahoma City, and welcome to the Clara Luper Show. In a moment, your host, Clara Luper.
Come on, Jesus. Come on, Jesus. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
Ladies and gentlemen, and a happy good morning to you wherever you are. This is the Clara Luper Radio Show, and today is a very special show. Today I'm going to ask you a question. I'm going to give you the opportunity that you have been waiting for. Abraham Lincoln once said that everything I am and everything I hope to be I owe to my mother. But yesterday, on the Oprah Winfrey Show, we heard a young man who wrote a song dedicated to his mother. What a song. But I want to tell you something before you say anything else. Did you know that the mother that raised the mother to West was in Oklahoma City? Did you know that's Portwood and Lucille Williams' daughter's son? You didn't know that, did you? Well, anyway, did you see Portwood Williams and his grandson last night? Yesterday, did you see it? And if you didn't see it, you have missed a treat. So today I would like to salute Lucille Williams for being a good mother, Portwood Williams from being a good father, and together they produced Dunder Williams, who produced the outstanding young man that you saw on television. Well, this is the Clara Luper Radio Show. Ella Jean Thompson is dead. Funeral arrangements are pending at Ross Funeral Home. Yes, Ella Jean Thompson is dead. There was a song that we used to sing down in Hoffman, Oklahoma. Were you there when they crucified my Lord? Were you there? And this morning I want to ask you a question. Were you there when our brothers and sisters came in from Louisiana and Mississippi? Were you there? I'm expecting Miss Bird to call me, 672-1220, and I want to know, were you there? What did you do? You shouted in church, you jumped up and down, but were you there when the brothers and sisters came to Oklahoma City? Were you there? Yo, Miss Luper, I tell you what, I was waiting, I was praying, but I'm asking you a question. Were you there? That's all I need to know. Were you there? Were you there when they came in? Did you offer any services? What did you do? Don't tell me nothing about Bush. Don't tell me nothing about Brown. I want to know, what did you do? Well, were you there? Were you there when the brothers and sisters and their fellow American citizens came in without any things? Were you there? Well, I know, and I'm asking you, were you there? Yes, I want to know, and I want to tell you about some people that I know was there. Hello? Okay, well, I'm waiting for Mr. Bird to call me. It's very, very important that he would call me because I want to know if you were there. Now, don't come tell me what the church is doing. Don't tell me about your meeting. I just want to know if you were there. If somebody called me and say, Clara, what are you doing? Well, I'm going to tell you what I've been doing. But I want to know, were you there when they crucified my Lord? Oh, if I had been there, I would have done it. But the Lord has given you a chance to see his children. And I want to know, were you there? Hello?
Hello, Sister Luper?
Yes, Mr. Bird. I was saying about a song we used to sing down in Hoffman. Were you there when they crucified my Lord?
I know that song.
But were you there when the brothers and sisters came in from New Orleans and Mississippi? What have you done? You a deacon?
Sister Luper, I'm telling you, like everyone throughout the world, I was just overwhelmed with the devastation caused by the Hurricane Katrina. And on Thursday of this week, September the 8th, I was visiting at the Freedom Center and found out about a family, Ralph and Gwendell Gibson, a total of 35 family members right here in our own city that were affected drastically by this catastrophe. And they're here in the city. And I knew then that my meager contribution that I had already given was not enough, and I was just looking for something to do. When I found about this family, I knew that's where my efforts were going to be focused. So what I'm doing is I'm spearheading and receiving and assisting this family to find homes and jobs and automobiles, furnishing, clothes, money, food, whatever we can do. We're trying to get that family settled here in Oklahoma City and show them the love, caring, and helping others that the church ought to be doing.
You know what really impressed me about you? When you saw a family and a lady pushing, trying to get her groceries, and you went there and took the load, you reminded me of a story that I had read when they were taking our Savior, and then that black man came there and said, I'll do it. I'll carry the cross. And you did it. And I want to thank you. And thank your lovely wife, Connie, for what she has done.
Absolutely. She's working with right alongside me, Sister Luper, in assisting them. One thing I'd like to say concerning what we're doing and why we're doing it is that really this is the commandment of the Word of God. Jesus tells us that we'll always have the poor with us, but that's not the end of the story. He also says that we're to feed the hungry, give drink to the thirsty, be kind to strangers, and clothe the naked. And so he tells us that when we do this unto the least of these, we do it unto him. And that's going to affect our final outcome as the Christians we proclaim to be, as to how we help those that are in need.
Thank you so very kindly, Deacon Bird, and I'm real proud of you.
All right, thank you, Sister Luper, and have a blessed day.
Thank you. This portion of our program is being brought to you by CP's Catfish. That will be at the State Fair starting Thursday. CP's Catfish, Miss Maryland's Gumbo, Calvin's French Fries, and Clara Luper's Lemonade. Come on out to the State Fair on Thursday. But our minds now must turn to our situation in our city. We have a campaign that's going on in our city, and I've invited all of the runners, and I'm going to call them runners, to participate in a broadcast. But as you know how this program operates, the following message that you will hear will be from Shirley Darrell, and it will be a paid political program. Shirley, it's all yours.
Thank you, Clara. Good morning to your listening audience. I would like to say that this is a very special election coming up on Tuesday, September the 13th. It's very special because your vote is very special, because you are the decision maker. I would ask you to vote for me, Shirley Darrell, on September the 13th. I believe I have the experience, the commitment, and know-how to make a difference for citizens of Senate District 48 and the entire state of Oklahoma. It is extremely important that we all exercise our right to vote. You can also vote starting today, actually, at the Oklahoma County Election Board at 4200 North Lincoln Boulevard. You can vote on Monday from 8 to 5 or on Tuesday at your regular precinct. Now, the thing that makes it so wonderful is that today people work on a lot of various schedules, and if Tuesday isn't a good day for you to vote, you can vote on Monday. We also have tried to make sure and inform people that if you have any frail elderly in your home or in your church or individuals in wheelchairs, they don't have to lose their right to vote. They can vote at the election board on today and Monday, and they really don't have to get out of the car. If they have mobility problems, someone can go inside at the election board and let them know that there is an individual in the car who has limited mobility and they will bring a ballot to the car. But again, I would like to ask you to vote for me, Shirley Darrell, on September the 13th for Senate District 48. I believe that I really can make a difference. I've had 16 years experience as the Oklahoma County Commissioner. Prior to that, I was the management analyst for FAA. And prior to that, I was the executive director of the Oklahoma City YWCA. I think that my issues that are extremely important to me that I hope will be important to some of you as well. I'm really concerned about education, teacher salaries. I'm concerned about student instruction and student testing. You know, people have said that when Clara Luper was teaching school, and she was one of our best, one of our most outstanding teachers, that she was teaching history, but you also learned math, and you learned drama, and you learned a lot of other things. But that era of teaching has passed. We've somehow got to regain some of those things. And I think that if we increase teacher salaries to a decent level of, say, $50,000 from the new lottery money, we'll get the brightest and the best, or we'll get the smartest and the sharpest. And I want everyone to remember the lottery money, whether you voted for it or not, but 35% of the proceeds from the lottery are designated to go to K through 12 instruction and teacher salaries. Driver's education shouldn't be just for privileged children who can pay $300 or more. All high school students ought to have the advantage of driver's education. School bus safety and seat belts, there's so many things in education, but then my real other issue is senior citizens and super senior citizens. For example, I want to work to see that property taxes are eliminated for super seniors, people who've been in their homestead for over 30 years. They've paid taxes all this time, and they're over 80 years old or 75 years old. Whatever number is a good number to have a break point there. But I don't think they should be paying property tax. I think instead of exempting a lot of big corporations, we should exempt senior citizens and super seniors. It would also be well to exempt them from having to pay so many taxes on their utility bills, on their water bill, gas bill, electric bill. It's amazing how much it adds up to. Sales tax in this community is pretty extreme. And while we're speaking of tax, let me also encourage you to vote no on the gasoline tax increase. I don't think they need more money. I think they need better management. Again, vote for Shirley Darrell September 13th for State Senate District 48. And if you have any questions or concerns or would like to discuss anything with me, please don't hesitate to call me at 424-6059. That's the Darrell Campaign, 424-6059. Thank you, and God bless you.
Where's your headquarters located?
At 3624 North Jordan.
3624 North Jordan.
Yes, right on the corner of 36th and Jordan.
My main concern is the African American Plaza. Now, that will have to be approved by our own Senate. How do you feel about having an African American Plaza on our state capitol, and what are you willing to do about it?
I think that's an excellent idea, and I am so glad that you and some others initiated that. And as a matter of fact, after the initial luncheon conversation, I sent to the Historical Society some additional information that I had on some people.
I have it.
Okay, that I didn't.
Along with the committee.
Okay, good. Yes, that I didn't want to get overlooked. I would do everything I can because I think that African Americans have made a significant contribution in the state of Oklahoma, and there should be some way to uh, memorialize that for future generations and for our history. And you're right, yes, it'll have to be funded, and if it takes private funds, I will be willing to work to assist that.
Okay, well, we want some public state funds. Will you be
Oh
willing
yes,
to?
I'm saying in addition to state funds, if it takes private funds even, I would be definitely committed to assisting in that regard. But yes, for state funds, there are state funds through the historical uh, preservation, historical budget allocations, or whatever. But in answer to your question, yes, I would definitely work to work in that effort.
Okay, this is the Clara Luper radio show, and I've invited all of the candidates to participate. I have been very quiet on this election because I wanted you, the most intelligent radio audience in the United States, to make up your own mind. And you can only make up your own mind by listening to all the candidates. You have a minute left, Shirley. Would you take advantage of that minute?
All right, thank you, Ms. Luper, and thank you for your years of hard work in the arena of politics and voting. You know, especially, how important it is because you were one of the people who worked so hard to help see that all individuals had the right to vote. And again, I just want to say that I have been honored to serve as the county commissioner. It's been a privilege and a pleasure for 16 years. I look forward to the honor, privilege, and pleasure to serve the constituents and the citizens of the state of Oklahoma as the senator for District 48 because, as I said, I do believe that I have the will, the wit, and the wherewithal to effect some change, some much needed change in a lot of the statutes that are being written that disproportionately or adversely impact citizens of District 48. So please, Tuesday, September the 13th, vote Shirley Darrell, State Senate District 48. Thank you, Ms. Lupe.
And thank you so very kindly. This is the Clara Luper radio show, and thank all of you for listening. Once again, today is a big day, but Tuesday's your day. Were you there when they got ready to vote? No, you were sitting at home complaining. Were you there? That's all I'm asking you. Calvin, were you there when they crucified my Lord?
No, I wasn't.
Okay, then.
No, I wasn't, Mom. But what I want to say is good morning. It's a blessing to be here, to be a part of this, the Clara Luper radio show, where we're live. Beautiful color. I'm looking at the blue room because I know it'll be a long time before I'll be back here. But I'm fortunate. I have an opportunity to be here with a young lady that wants to do something for our community, wants to do something with our community. And I'm not talking about you, Mom. Don't, Mom.
Okay, Calvin.
Okay. So I want to ask you, Miss Darrell, I just want to ask you, how's it going? How's everything going?
It's going great. People have been very, very receptive, and I have been blessed and so grateful for the volunteers that have been assisting me in this effort, none of whom have received a dime.
Shame.
Let me tell you, no, this is real grassroots politics. I mean, nobody gets paid, but everybody gets gratified because they then see, that's the reason I always say.
We need that Louisiana type politics. Good things happen. Good things happen when you listen to the Clara Luper radio show.
Calvin, I have to hear from all the other
672-1220.
candidates.
Mom, well, this is your show, but you can't run everything all the time. Give me a minute here, because I want to remind everybody that someplace there on Britain Road, 730 West Britain Road, is a beautiful place, uniquely you. And Merlin Hildred has a beautiful shop out there. Not only that, but then you can go in there and you, some people can get, really fixed up. But then there it is, where you also have Allstate Insurance, 843-0811. invite you to be a part of that. Good things have happened. Good things will happen. You will be a person. You will be a personality. You will be something that will make a difference in our community. We want you to be there. Okay,
Okay,
I'm
Calvin,
trying.
I
I'm
want to
trying to
hear.
look.
Let
I'm
me
trying
hear
to.
from Connie. Let me hear from Connie.
I'm trying to look at
Okay,
the.
let me hear from Connie.
Well, you can't hear from
The
Connie
people.
just yet.
Just a minute, Calvin.
You can't
Okay.
because
Okay.
I'm not gonna let Connie on just yet. But
He's ready. We are
you're
ready.
Okay,
Okay.
show me.
I am Connie Johnson. For 24 years, I worked behind the scenes at the Senate writing laws to make our lives better. Instead of food stamps, clients use access cards. Grandparents get help raising their grandchildren. We have positive programs to keep children out of gangs, and we have breast cancer treatment and coverage. But we still have work to do that requires real experience. Please help me to keep helping you. The day you elect me, I will hit the ground working for you. Vote for Connie Johnson for Senate District 48, September 13th.
Paid for by a committee to elect Connie Johnson.
This part of our program is brought to you by Alicia's Shrimp on the Stick that will be at the State Fair, Miss Merlin's Gumbo, CP's Catfish, and Clara Luper's Lemonade. Yes, I'm campaigning today for CP's Catfish, Miss Merlin's Gumbo, Alicia's Shrimp on the Stick, Calvin's French fries. Oh, and when you come to the fair, be sure and come by the transportation building and visit with us. Not only visit with us, I don't want you talking that talk. I want you to come there and buy some catfish, shrimp on the stick, some gumbo, and some beans and rice. Today is a very important day, and I would urge you to go out and vote. If you don't vote, don't complain. If you don't vote after this election is over, don't start telling people how you helped your candidate and you haven't done anything. Were you there? Yes, Freedom Center will be open today. Part of the day will be open from about 10:30 to 11:15, and then we will be back in the office at exactly 2 o'clock. This is Clara Luper. Hello?
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Coco Thomas, your fantastic reporter. I would like to once again extend my heartfelt sympathy to all the victims that were affected by Hurricane Katrina. If anyone can do anything to help, please do it. Last week at my school, the Millwood High School JRTC Falcon Battalion held a clothing drive, which went very, very well. And now we're taking canned goods, so please do something to help. Today is a very important day for Millwood High School and Douglas High School. Today is the annual Soul Bowl. Today at 1 o'clock at Millwood High School, the Millwood Falcons will defeat the Douglas Trojans.
Just a minute. What did you say?
The Millwood Falcons will defeat the Douglas Trojans.
You think?
I think.
Okay.
Please come out and support your favorite team. Also, the NAACP Youth Council meetings are every Monday at 7 o'clock, and I'm looking forward to see you all at Radio Land there. This is Coco Thomas, the fantastic reporter.
But thank you, Miss Fantastic Reporter. But I don't believe that Millwood's going to be Douglas today. I'm not a Douglas graduate. I'm a graduate of Grayson High School in Grayson, Oklahoma. But it's going to be interesting. When you come to the fair, I don't need you to talk. I need you to come to CP's Catfish. I need you to come to Miss Marilyn's Gumbo and get some beans and rice and some good old gumbo. Marilyn can knock that gumbo out. I want you to know that if you want us to deliver you some catfish and gumbo, just let us know and we will deliver it to you. Alicia's Shrimp on the Stick, oh, whoa, I can hardly wait for the state fair. We have in NACP done what we were supposed to do. We have opened our doors. We've provided food, shelter, and other things for the brothers and sisters, for our fellow American citizens. We have done it. We have done it because we have a responsibility to do it. And I would like to thank those of you that have come to Freedom Center, those of you that have made contributions, and you will be able to do the same. We would like to thank you because you have brought your aluminum cans, you have brought your paper goods and put it in our paper container. Because as long as we can stay open, we can give hope to other people. This is Clara Luper. Hello? Hello?
This is Clara Luper.
Yes?
This is Sister McPherson.
Yes.
I'm calling to let you know that I am pleased to let everyone know my prayers have been answered because through the American Red Cross, I was able to give the address, the phone number, and the name of the Victory House to a couple and 3 children. And they have also gotten assistance from the Community Action Agency. And I have noticed that they have moved from the Red Roof Inn into the Middle Courts Apartments out by 23rd and Meridian. This is a blessing to me that I have been out there helping our New Orleans victims.
But this is my queen, and you got to come up to Freedom Center, too, and continue to help. Thank you so very kindly. This is the Clara Luper Radio Show, and I'm talking about catfish. The best catfish in the world will be at the State Fair. The best gumbo. Oh, that gumbo. Maryland can knock that gumbo out. Alicia's shrimp on the stick. Calvin's French fries. And don't you leave the fair until you get Clara Luper's lemonade. Oh, yes, we'll be selling other things, but we want you to know that. This is the time that we stop and think. I would like to ask you, were you there when they crucified my Lord? Were you there when they nailed him to the cross? Oh, what you would do. You would shout in your church, but I want to ask you a personal question. Were you there when the brothers and sisters came in from Louisiana and Mississippi? What did you do? I never shall forget one lady came up to me and said, Clara, why are you up here helping? Yes, I was there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday after church, and then I was there Monday and Tuesday, and I'd be there. Were you there? I said, well, sure I was there. I want to be there because in the first place, you don't live on my street. You don't know what will happen to me tomorrow. You don't know what will happen to my relatives. And I had some relatives down in New Orleans, Louisiana. You don't know. Well, anyway, I'm asking you the question. Don't tell me you got to go to a meeting. Don't tell me you got to call your friends. Don't tell me. I just want to know, what are you doing? Every little bit helps. And I would like to thank my friends, both blacks and whites, that have responded. I have a friend that brought us 21 dozen of donuts. And boy, we gave those donuts out. I would like to thank Mr. Lynn. I got to thank you again because you've already called me and told me you would donate a refrigerator and a dinette set and all of that. Well, you're doing what you're supposed to do because you were there when you saw the brothers and sisters come in. Oh, I don't care who you blame. And I know if Jesus had been here when they saw that man, those men that had leprosy, somebody, why do they have it? Call the doctor. And Jesus didn't operate like that. He went on and helped them. And I want to be like Jesus. I want to help somebody. And if I can help one person, then my living would not be in vain. The American people have a right to know. You need to know your candidates. You need to know what they stand for. You need to know their programs. And you need to know what they are going to do and why they are going to do it. And that's the purpose of today's show. You've already heard from Shirley Darrell. You've heard from Connie Johnson. And ladies and gentlemen, this time I would like to present to you Willa Johnson.
Good morning, Ms. Luper. I was touched by the question, were you there? You know, I was there Thursday all day long for about 15 hours, helping sort through the food and the clothes and the baby things over on Northeast 36th Street. I was there Friday and part of Saturday. Didn't work all day Sunday, but after church I did go by to see if there was something else I could do. And of course there was plenty I could do but I needed to get out and work on this campaign, so I chose to do that. But yes, I was there, and I appreciate first and foremost all of the citizens of Oklahoma City who came out, who donated their money, who donated their things, and who donated their time to answer in this time of terrible need. So that gives me a good opportunity to say thank you for that, but also to thank the voters of District 48. For the past 12 years, I've served as a representative for the voters of District 48 through my service as a city council person. The people know exactly what I've done. When I told them back in 1993 that I was going to serve them and I was going to serve them well, they believed me, and I got out there and did exactly what I said I was going to do. I told them at that time that I was going to provide transportation for the folks who lived out in the green pastures area. I told them at that time I was going to help decrease the crime rates. I told them at that time that I was going to try to find a way to get decent housing for our people and work for on educational pursuits, and we got all of that done. We got a bus that goes out to the green pastures area to help those people who live out there who can't or won't or don't want to drive into the city. We got a way for them to do that. We got housing. Right now in Oklahoma City, we've got more housing developments in Ward 7 than I believe in the history of the ward. I tell you, we've got housing that for all incomes, and none of this housing looks like it's different from anybody else's. The only difference in this housing is the size, and we don't have any tiny little houses anymore. We even had the Habitat for Humanity. I know most of the people are familiar with Habitat for Humanity. They wanted to come in because Dr. Finley gave them some land in northeast Oklahoma City. They wanted to come in and put their housing in, but they had a limited design for the houses. What we did was work real hard to insist that
Big things that Miss Luper keeps bringing up.
Yeah, that you're going to help me with.
Yeah, we hope you will help us because you are a proud citizen of Oklahoma, and you know that there are so many people who have contributed to her success. So I expect you to come and help us get that plaque built.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. Thank you very much.
Thank you so very kindly. Yes, and I thank you all because in the first place, I would not let anyone on this radio that would just come on to help a certain group of people. In my understanding of the Bible, which is very limited, God made many birds at one time. He made fish at one time. But when he got ready to make a man, he made only one. This portion of our program is brought to you by Robert Gates, 2609 North Martin Luther King, ready to cut your hair. And incidentally, if you are in from New Orleans, Louisiana, Mississippi, they will cut your hair free. Hometown, 2001 Northeast 23rd Street in Oklahoma City. That's telephone. You don't have to call, just go on down there. Johnson Sardinas have been on the line helping, and Mrs. Gloria Mathis has been working, helping to give clothes, food, and money to the brothers and sisters. So when I asked Gloria, were you there? And Gloria Mathis said, yes, I was there. 1643 Northeast 50th Street. Black's Flower Company is located at 8485 Northeast 23rd Street in Oklahoma City. That telephone number is 424-5715. Fresh flowers, plants, gifts, balloon bouquets, fruit baskets, flowers for all occasions. All you've got to do is to call 424-5715. Yes, Tuesday's election day, and Frederick Douglass said the quickest way to freedom is by way of the ballot box, and I want you to get out and vote. Okay, so many of you are calling and asking me why is it I don't have Shelton on the show. I asked Shelton to come on the show, and Shelton told me that he had other plans. Well, that's his business. But This is the Clara Luper radio show. All I can do is expose you to these people, and I want you to make up your mind. Call me at 672-1220 and tell me how you're feeling about this election. 672-1220. Maybe you can change somebody's mind. Maybe you can help somebody. Willa, you say you're going to be the state senator.
I am going to be the next state senator for District 48.
Based on what?
Based on my experience, my capabilities, my passion for my work, and the fact that I am a proven, effective leader.
Then you are proven. Are you insinuating that there are some that's running that have not proven their leadership?
I can tell you that I am the only person running for this seat today that has had the amount of continuous experience in policy making. And that is a fact. We've got a group of good people running for this seat, and I am proud to have been affiliated with all of them. But they know as well as I do that I am the only seated policymaker that has consistently set policy both on the local, regional, state, and national level.
This is the Clara Luper radio show, and I'm talking to Willa Johnson. I've talked to Shirley Darrell. You remember Connie Johnson was out here, and you heard her ad today. And I certainly hate that I didn't have the opportunity to talk to Mr. Shelton. But maybe when Mr. Shelton someday will come out and talk to us. He's our representative. He is the representative now. And maybe he will talk to Clara Luper. I don't know. I know one thing. I would like for you to remember that we'll be at Freedom Center for about 30 minutes, and we'll be back at 2 o'clock today if you have anything that you would like to give to the cause. Hello? Hello? Okay, have I missed my call? Okay.
Ms. Luper, let me thank the people that have contributed one more time. I cannot tell you how gratifying it is to me. People have called me. I've got a list almost the length of my arm of people who are offering their rental houses, people who are offering apartments, people who are offering one room in their homes, people who are offering rides and everything. I want to thank the people for it.
You want to thank the people, and you want the people to get out and.
But I want to thank the people primarily, and the votes are going to come because the people that are going to be voting for me are the ones that are passionate about the success of this city and state, and they know that I'm going to deliver.
Okay. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Hi, this is Mike Shelton.
Yes, Mike. Thank you so much for calling. And what do you have to say?
Oh, well, Miss Luper, I was just listening to your radio show, so I thought I'd call in. There was some discrepancy about having something else to do. I do have a lot planned today. But,
didn't I ask you about coming out buying some time out here, and you told me you didn't have no money, you had something else. Didn't you tell me that?
I don't remember that. I remember you asking me, did I want to sponsor your radio show?
No, not sponsor it because my radio show is already sponsored. Okay, tell me what you are going to do when you get elected.
Oh, well, I can say this, that I promise that I will not let people down in District 48 by making sure that their voice is being heard. Northeast Oklahoma City and District 48 has a lot of concerns and problems, and I hear those every day. And it's going to take somebody that's going to listen, first of all, and second of all, act on them. And, there's a lot of issues, and I want to make sure that the voice is being heard of District 48.
All right, now, the question is, do you think you can do a better job as senator than you have done as a representative?
Well, I feel like I've done a good job as a representative, and I feel like I can continue to do a good job as a representative. Of course, as state senator, when you fight against 101 people in the House of Representatives, sometimes the pie is a lot smaller versus the piece of pie that you have the opportunity to get as state senator, because there's only 48 people that you'd be fighting for funds and programs and opportunities.
And you really feel you can do a better job as a senator than you have done as a representative?
I think that I think that I'm asking for the additional population. It's not a increase. It's not a promotion as far as monetary, but it is an opportunity to serve more people, because I believe that I put people first, and I believe that that I will work hard for them and make sure that.
Okay, I'm forced to ask you the same question I've asked all of the others. Where do you stand on an African American plaza at the state capitol?
I'm absolutely for it. I know I've talked to and worked with Mr. Fisher over at the Historical Society about making sure that that happens. It is supposed to be a part of a piece of legislation that we are already working on in the House of Representatives, because that's in the capacity I'm working with.
Okay,
so
now what do you want
absolutely
from the people? You've called me, and I'm very grateful.
What do I want from the people? I would like to have their vote, and I've heard it said before. I would like the opportunity for people to work together better, and but I want an opportunity to serve the people of this district.
Okay, well, thank you so
Make sure
very
that-
kindly for calling, and I'll see you after the show. Willa, you can have the last word. You have a minute. Yes, that's a paid political announcement.
Thank you, Ms. Luper. I'm just want to say thank you again for allowing me an opportunity to be connected with you. I've worked with you for the last 25 years, and it's felt really good to be a part of a moving, progressive endeavor. And I want to thank the people of District 48 who voted to re-elect me as a city council person for the last 3 terms. And I want to thank the people who are going to the polls to put me in the State Senate District 48 seat next Tuesday. Remember to vote for a proven, effective candidate, because they know that where there is a Willa, there certainly is a way.
This is Clara Luper, and what I've done, I've exposed you to all of the candidates. Now I want you to get up off of your constitutions, and on Tuesday, go to the polls. You can go and vote on Monday. And you cannot say that I've not given you the opportunity to hear from all of them, but I know you know. Well, Calvin's about to die because
Mom,
he
I'm
wants
about
to
to
sing.
die. I am so excited because of the fact that it's getting close to a time where I can go vote. There's a big birthday. Oh, Mom, you're always right. This is the Clara Luper Radio Show.
You're right.
672-1220 was the number you could call and be a part of it. But Margaret, Diane, what's that other name? Okay, I forgot.
You better hurry up and sing.
I better hurry up because this goes out to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mark. Happy birthday, Margaret. Happy birthday, Diane. Happy birthday to you. But may you may you have many, many more.
Invited by one of these again of District Number 48 to sing at the state capitol. This is Clara Luper saying whatever
Make
you
sure
do.
You vote.
Remember the question: were you there when they crucified our Lord? Were you there when the people came in, or did you call a meeting and decide what you were going to do? This is Clara Luper saying, go Tulsa University. I have a nephew that'll be playing out there today, Anthony, Germany, and I want you to look out for them. I have a nephew that's playing in Miami, and I have one that's playing in Putnam City. I do have nephews, but I have a son that cannot sing. This is Clara Luper saying goodbye. I do love you. Bye-bye.
And we'd like to thank each and every one of you for tuning in to the Clara Luper Show. Join Sister Clara Luper here each and every Saturday from 9 until 10. And until next Saturday, may God bless you.
And the views and opinions expressed on the preceding program were not necessarily those of AM Radio 1220 KTLV.
Father, I need